Alright, hello everyone, I'm Lonnie.
I'm Amberlicious.
I'm single Sarah.
I'm about to choke to death.
Choking on that lukewarm Pepsi.
And we're Untitled Nerd Network, brought to you by Infinity Flux out of Hickson, Tennessee. And this is our review for the Season 8 finale of The Walking Dead, titled
Crap.
Wrath. What? What happened?
It's the finale.
Oh.
Nothing
I was like,
happened.
oh dear God, what happened? Okay, but anyway, spoilers.
Mary's on.
Spoilers
Mary.
galore. Hello, Mary.
Mary.
Does Sarah have a Walking Dead shirt?
No.
Aww.
No, I have a graveyard shirt on.
Yeah,
so,
she's in theme.
That's doable.
And it's got a black cat on it, so.
It is a really cool shirt.
I'm totally down with that. But welcome everybody to the chat. Remember, we are giving away a Nintendo Switch. If you'll hit that subscribe button and be one of our first 1,000 subscribers, we're currently at 964 right as of this recording. And once we hit 1,000, the next Saturday night crew broadcast that we have, we will be drawing a winner out of all eligible entries. So to enter, hit the subscribe button and send a
Brittany's
screenshot
on. Hey,
to unnprizes.com. Welcome, Brittany. Always a pleasure to have you on, because you contribute so much awesome discussion to the chat during our Spoiling Dead broadcast. So tonight was the season finale, and we will be spoiling the hell out of this episode. So if you haven't watched the episode or you're on the West Coast, you might want to turn now or forever hold your peace. So we're going to go ahead and say the scene that stole the show in this. No, first off, this wasn't much of a battle episode.
Yeah, it wasn't as big as I thought it would be.
All the fighting was over pretty quick. Halfway through this episode, it was resolved. And the rest of it was kind of building up to next season.
You can't really fight once their guns, completely.
It wasn't really a battle. It was like once all like Eugene had set it up to where their guns misfired or exploded back on them.
And they all fell down.
Once they did that, everybody's gets down on their knees and hands in the air. It's over. That was over just like that. Rick and Negan fought a little bit. And what I thought...
And Oceanside did fight a little bit, too.
Oceanside did show up. They helped out at the hilltop. What bothered me so much about this episode was the Rick versus Negan scene where where Negan basically decides to give Rick 10 seconds to decide, for Rick to pitch to Negan this new world thing. And, how they're going to fix everything, how they're going to make life work, civilization, the whole 9 yards. And Negan actually, for a second, when Rick started talking to him, actually stopped and looked like he was going to go with it.
I agree. He did look that way. He looked like, okay, might make sense.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
Now, this is what bothered me. Negan actually looked like, hey, I'm with you, Rick. And about the time he was, Rick pulls out a knife and slices his throat.
Yeah.
And I freaked the hell out. Because
we all did.
At that point, I'm like, oh my God, it's the biggest curveball in the history of The Walking Dead.
I was joking about Negan dying, and I was like, well.
Yeah. Sarah was making jokes. She knew that he wasn't going to die, but she kept making jokes.
Yeah.
I mean, even though she's legit angry at him, she knew he went. So it was.
I didn't know he wasn't going to die. Once his throat got hit,
before that.
Yeah.
That's what she means. Before that, she had been making jokes. And you had already told us in the comics he was still alive. We didn't figure they were going to kill the character off.
Oh, when he hit his throat with that knife, I honest to God was like,
I
this
thought
is
he was
how
dead.
they change it up.
Yeah.
This is how they fuck up the freaking show.
Because it doesn't look like there's anything coming back from that.
No, but I mean, if you notice, Rick just hit him right across the front.
Enough. He wasn't spurting or anything.
Yeah, he probably hit the voice box or something. And... Negan collapses. He probably would have died if he hadn't have gotten medical attention. But it was.
But Rick's save him.
Yeah, he told Sadiq to save him, and Maggie flipped the hell out.
I don't blame her.
Yeah, you can't be mad at Maggie for that. You really can't. Please.
That's really bothering me.
You're okay. But yeah, She was really freaking out. I don't
Yeah.
blame her. I mean, she
Oh.
watched him bash in the skull of her husband. So,
But actually, Eugene saved the day.
yes, and
In the
I
grand
did not
scheme of things.
expect that.
I didn't either.
No, I
I
didn't.
didn't
either.
expect that.
Because Eugene
But
even hurt Negan's hand, too.
It makes sense because he probably, as smart as he is, he probably didn't think about making them misfire until Gabriel
That's
did
exactly
that, and
what
that's
happened.
what he said.
He told
So,
Rosita that after
yeah.
the fact.
That's what he told Rosita. He was
And it was
like,
funny because
Gabriel
Rosita
inspired
punched him
me.
right in the face because he had puked on her last episode.
Man, you know what?
That sardine macaroni and cheese came
That was
right
rough.
back up.
But
It
in the
looked
comic
about the
book,
same it did going in. I ain't gonna lie.
in the
Ugh.
comic book, they end up a couple.
That just looks so weird, though.
I don't know if that'll
But that
happen in
makes
this one.
sense. I mean, it was her and Eugene and Abraham forever, and then Abraham's gone. Why not? She don't really have anybody else. She's pretty distant from everyone in the group. Except maybe Daryl, and I don't even see that being a thing.
Mm-mm.
So
She's
yeah,
too bitchy.
she is. That's why Eugene's perfect for her, because she's so bitchy. And he'll just,
put-
he'll cower.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's talk about. I mean, really, the whole build up and then the battle just kind of very anticlimactic ending for the all out war. It was a lot more of a soft ending than the comic book was. There was actually a battle for that one, and when Rick took Negan down, that was when everybody was like, "Whoa, Negan's fallen. Let's just give up."
And how about all those walkers in that field?
Do what?
The walkers in the field.
Oh yeah.
The tons of walkers.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing. That herd, I honest to God expected a Whisperers reference in this episode.
But there wasn't.
The closest thing I can think of is
They're in that herd.
they're in that herd.
That's what I thought.
That's crazy. That was a huge herd. That's like
Oh,
Game
God.
of Thrones.
Yeah, it
herd.
was. It was like a big herd of night walkers, wasn't it?
Mhm.
But yeah, we ended up not getting a Whispers reference. I was kind of bothered about that.
Yeah.
But you know, what can you do? Now here's what I think is going to be the most interesting storyline going forward, and they really tackle it a lot heavier, and really with a lot more malice than they did in the comics. Maggie is not happy with Rick letting Negan live.
Understandable.
And that's understandable, and yes, that was the case in the comic books. But in this episode, towards the end, she calls Jesus into her office, and you mentioned, as it was happening, that the room got dark.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
why are they making Maggie look sinister? What the crap?
I
Like, how
know,
could-
yeah, and you're like, who's she talking to?
Yeah, well...
And then it was Jesus, and I was like...
Well, the reason being is she actually tells Jesus, hey, we're going to fortify the hilltop, we're going to ramp up our defenses, and I don't agree with Rick, and we're
Gonna show Rick and Michonne how
when
they
the
were
time's
wrong.
right, we're going to show them. And then out of the shadows steps Daryl. And so this...
Which that wasn't very surprising, but it was really surprising for me to see her talking to Jesus like that and him being serious about it.
No, I'll go ahead and tell you, Jesus is a mole. I
Still.
guarantee he's going to help Rick, because there's no way...
Yeah, there's no way his character flipped like that.
No.
He's been...
Daryl has been working towards that
Oh, yeah.
all season. He doesn't agree with the way Rick did things because Rick wanted to go through and kill every one of them. That's going to cause a lot of conflict. And in the comic book, Maggie was unhappy, but she went with it.
Yeah, I went with it. But
the way
they're kind of hinting that she won't go with it.
the way that Maggie went kind of dark is they had all made their laws to where there was no more killing. Rick was done with it. and she ended up killing Gregory by hanging behind Rick's back in the comic, and because he had, he had tried to have her killed again, and so that's kind of what we're working with now.
Well, maybe that's the way it's gonna work, even though she's talking about they're gonna show. Maybe that's how she will show them.
Maybe that's the turning point later. This isn't something that's going to happen overnight. I'm really curious now if they did the time jump, because they really have no need to at this point. Because Carl's dead. Mm-hmm. No, I'm sure they will, because there's no way, building windmills and getting everything set up is going to happen overnight. They're going to have to do a time jump of at least 18 months to 2 years to show how everything has fixed. I do still think that we will probably see at least a whisper or tease. Actually, we might not see a whisper anything until the back half of next season.
Yeah, I'm thinking so.
Because they're going to need...
So much has already happened, and so much will need to be told.
Yeah, they're going to need a lull in the action for a little bit. People are going to be wanting to crave some more battles and stuff before this happens.
Yeah. And we've seen enough of that this season. There does need to be a lull.
Yeah.
Just to keep the audience fresh, wanting more.
And one of the things, I'm trying to think of what all different storylines are kind of humming along right now.
I felt kind of bad for Dwight.
I felt really bad for him.
Yeah, because Daryl sends him away, like banishes him, and he goes...
I hated that.
I did too. I didn't like that.
Well, but at least Daryl didn't kill him.
True.
Dwight will be back. That's
what he wanted to do, but maybe he'll find Sherry.
So,
that's
because he found a note from her, and it said honeymoon. I'm not really sure what the hell that means. Maybe wherever they had their honeymoon.
She has to be alive somewhere.
That's what I'm thinking. Wherever they had it, and
she's still thinking about him.
Yeah,
at least.
I hope he finds her.
I hope he does too.
Otherwise, I don't care.
I'm almost betting that there'll be more conflict with his wife, because I think his wife will end up as a whisperer.
Maybe.
And she'll end up in that pack animal mentality where just whoever gets with who, and he'll be trying to get her out of it, and then he'll inadvertently trigger the whisperer war.
That's lame. I don't like that. You're ruining it.
Well, I try. That's why I'm here.
I know. Usually I'm the fun runner, and here you are trying to step up my game.
Just call me Buzz Killington.
No, it's Sir Lomicus II.
I'm going to banish Sarah.
No, you're not.
I bind you.
What?
You have been forsaken.
Yes.
Nothing.
You are forsaken. You are forsaken. Sorry.
Y'all are killing me.
World of Warcraft.
So what it would be like? It's like, Sarah, I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
Hey, Lonnie, I'm not smacking you.
I would hope not. Don't do it on the air anyway. I have a reputation. Anyway.
Womanizer, he's a womanizer.
What?
Shut up, Sarah.
We're missing something. What? Okay, so they're gonna, the way it was called, and everybody pretty much knew it was gonna happen. Mm-hmm. After we found out Negan was gonna live, they're gonna imprison Negan.
Yeah.
Yeah, because for a split second, when he took it out, I was like, I don't know if I like that, because I feel like that was kind of teasing. For me, I felt like it was teasing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Now, the whole thing with Negan, they basically told him, hey, you're going to rot in a cell, you're going to watch this, everything, which I love that because it leaves the possibility open for him to get out at some point. And you will see a lot in the next season of Negan trying to gain Rick's trust.
Oh, well, yeah,
There was actually a point in the comics where the lady who was responsible for going down there and giving him his meal every day screwed up and left his cell open and didn't lock it back. And when
Of
Rick
course, he sat there, didn't he?
when Rick goes down there, Negan's like, "Hey, check the cell door, man." And Rick's like, "Oh my God!" And he like locks it real quick. And Negan's like, "Look, I was here for like 6 hours, like overnight." He's like, "I could have got out. I could have killed somebody. I could have escaped. I could have run away." He's like, "But I sat in this cell the entire time. And I want you to know that I can be trusted." And Rick's like, "Well, no, you can't," and leaves him. And that was just one little step. And I really, really can't wait to see. Like, there's a lot of little moments like that I hope make their way into the show, and I'm sure they will because they're excellent. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like the Carl episode last season. You know,
and then Carl died.
And
so will Maggie have her baby next season? Assuming, please.
Maggie will have a toddler by the time we roll back around.
Or she still might be pregnant. I mean, who knows at this point?
Yeah, she's like Bonnie.
Pretty
on
much.
Family Guy.
She's gonna be pregnant for like 9 seasons. Anyway.
Anybody notice that Judith is looking a little more like Shane every day?
What?
God.
I didn't notice that.
I'm just making a joke, but still.
Oh.
Because, you know. What are y'all doing up there?
The cats are fighting.
Like.
Let's get ready to rumble.
That's about what's going down. Here come do it for some more. Look at that face she's got.
Anyway, back to The Walking Dead.
I can't help it.
This is the
female stalks her prey.
This is the Spoiling Dead number 115. We've done 115 of these things.
Yeah.
Or actually, we've all done 16.
Anyway,
but dear
does
God,
that even have to be mentioned?
Oh, well.
No, it don't.
Well, whatever. 115 episodes strong of The Walking Dead.
Felicia.
I see this show going to like 250 plus.
Oh, probably.
And that means we'll be doing these for that long.
I love doing them. They're so much
They
fun.
are a lot of fun. Also, special shout out to Radio Cult for their song "Shoot the Dead."
Shoot the Dead.
That we utilize for our theme song. Mm-hmm. Songs used by permission. We met them at Connuga this year.
Is Maggie, Daryl, and Jesus going to take on Rick and Michonne?
I'll go ahead and bet that Jesus is like a spy or a mole. There's no way in the world he's going to let this fly. Daryl, I think this is the only way to make Daryl a relevant character again. I think he's gotten stale over the past season or so.
He has, but well, I mean, here's the thing. A lot of it took place when he was the prisoner stuff. You know, he's kind of like the star of the show.
Yeah.
And then, like, since then, he's just kind of taken a back seat.
Just a little further and a little further and a little further down. And it was like when they showed up at Alexandria. Mm-hmm. He really just kind of lost his place. And they illustrated that.
But that's Daryl's character. That's how he is.
Yeah.
He
doesn't adjust well to life in suburbia.
He doesn't adjust well to change, period.
No, he don't.
He has a hard time with change.
Yeah.
And this is a major change, and he's not going to like it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. I think the whole Gregory thing's going to be how they show them. Like what happened in the comics. I don't think they would actually show them by killing them or anything. They might go against what they say, though.
Yeah.
I just can't see them killing them. I can't.
You know, that I'll go ahead and agree with that. I don't think they're actually... Because I really think that if she was going to kill them, she would have said it.
Yeah. She said we're going to show them.
They're going to rebel in some way.
Yeah, they're going to rebel in some way, but that's how families are. They have their fights.
But I do, like...
They work it out.
Are they really going to make Maggie like a villain, per se?
Not a villain. She's just on a revenge kick. But that's how revenge does you. If you have a lot of hate in your heart...
You're going to make stupid decisions.
Yes.
That's like the name of the freaking game.
It is.
That's the way it is.
That's the moral of the story.
It's the way it is in the Game of Thrones. It's the way in
That's
the
the way it is in life.
Yeah, in life in general. And
that is, if you carry a lot of hate and hold a grudge and revenge and all that, it consumes you and you turn into that person. You turn into an ugly, ugly person. It just doesn't work that way. Nothing good can come of it. You start making stupid decisions.
I'm curious in season 9 who is going to go see Negan. Like, who's going to be the one visiting him? In the comics, it was Carl. Obviously, that can't happen.
I think Gabriel will be visiting him a lot.
Oh!
Yeah.
Yep,
I do.
he will. That'll be his cause.
It's kind of his, yeah, it's his forte. So
Because
Do you think
Gabriel...
he's going to get any better?
Who?
Like, you
Negan?
know, his eye... No.
Gabriel's eyesight.
Yeah.
He might be blind next time we see him.
That makes me sad.
It does make me sad, but he's already making peace with it now.
Well, you notice
I love him. He's one of my favorites.
Well, he was in that burnout church, and he was like, he was basically praying, and he said something along the lines of, you know, I know what the path is that I'm set on now. So
I understand. I accept it.
I'm almost positive that you're right. He's going to end up...
I think he's going to be Negan's buddy, and he's going to come down there and talk to him every day.
Yeah.
And not necessarily like a Jesus talk, you know. Just in general.
A counselor.
Yeah.
I could absolutely see that. That's...
Gabriel is my prediction. That's who's going to come see him. I don't see anybody else really giving two shits.
True.
To be honest.
Eugene.
I was supposed to say, maybe Eugene.
But I think they're going to still do the Eugene radio thing. I think that's going to be a pretty solid deal. I don't think they'll have you know, they're not going to give 2 or 3 different storylines on one character. And another thing you're going to see, and this is why I think it may be half a season before we see anything about the Whispers, because we've got so many characters now. Rick, Michonne, Daryl, Maggie, Jesus, Eugene, Gabriel, Negan,
Ezekiel,
Carol. You've got Dwight. Not only
Sherry.
that, but now you've got Sanctuary, Alexandria, Hilltop, and the Kingdom, and Oceanside. 5 different communities.
And then we don't even know what Jadis is going to do yet. If she's going to come back, or is she going to go with Negan? I mean, not Negan. Morgan.
If she went with Morgan, what people probably already know by now, because Fear the Walking Dead is on. And, you know, we've actually skipped that. I might get around to watching that at some point this week if I find like a free minute. Are y'all interested at all in watching that?
I mean, why not?
My thing is, if I watch Fear the Walking Dead, I want to start from the beginning. I don't like starting in the middle of something.
I just want to see the one episode. I don't care about the rest of it.
Oh, dear God. Like, I really do want to see, like, do all Fear the Walking Dead, but holy God, that is a project. Like, not big of a project. But that's like 4 seasons worth.
I mean,
3 seasons worth, and like
we started freaking Supernatural, and look how many seasons are on that.
That's true.
So.
But yeah, like Amber doesn't give a crap about Fear the Walking Dead. Sarah wants to start at the beginning if we do it. I've seen up to like midway through season 2. So that's something we're gonna sit down off the air and discuss, because I can sit here and talk about that for the next 2 hours.
Yeah.
Another thoughts of an Oceanside will play a part of the next season.
I don't think
they will, but I think we'll only
so?
see them for maybe 10 minutes total over 16 episodes. Yeah. We're not going
I
to see
don't think they're going to play a huge part, but I think the part that they played, as minor as it was, I think it was very important. Just because of what we discussed last week, and I was glad to see all those women stand up for themselves.
It was funny, too, because when all of the shots were fired and the saviors fell, I honest to God thought that was Oceanside showing up with guns.
I did, too.
But come to find out, it was the bullets that Eugene made firing back on the
ones that had guns.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, Oceanside, there was a part, you know, this skips ahead 2 years in the comics, and there was a part where, you know, Rick and Michonne aren't a couple in the comics.
Right.
It was Rick and Andrea, because Andrea survived up to that point. And Rick said something to somebody, like that first issue, he was like, and most of all, I miss Michonne. And that automatically made everybody think, holy crap, Michonne's dead. How'd she die? And, you know, during that time jump, well, like 3 or 4 issues later, she comes back from like a fishing expedition where they'd been out on the ocean.
Yeah.
I think that it may not be Michonne because there's no way in hell Rick is going to let Michonne out of his sight that long. But we're going to end up having somebody. Maybe Rosita.
I was thinking Tara.
Maybe Tara, somebody like that. Yeah,
Those are Tara's buddies.
Somebody who has a connection with Oceanside. Maybe even Aaron is going to be...
That'd be really cool if Aaron just went with them.
Yeah. And like, they're going to end up probably on like this long-term fishing expedition. And then they're going to come back. And that's going to be the Oceanside thing. Oceanside is going to provide probably like salted fish and, like a trading,
Yeah.
they're going to have the seafood and probably something, they're going to have those products. I think probably Sanctuary will probably do the guns and ammunition.
Yeah.
Pretty sure Alexandria and the Kingdom will probably do food, crops, that kind of thing. And Hilltop, I know, has like a blacksmith, and they're probably going to be more like the construction types that help reinforce all the walls and everything. And they're going to have a really nice little trading system worked out. It's going to be really cool to see what happens in Season 9. But holy crap, this is the last episode of The Spoiling Dead we're going to see.
Until October.
Dang. Here we are in the first part of middle part of April. April 15th. And holy crap, like it's going to be another 6 months before we get any Walking Dead. I mean, granted, Fear the Walking Dead is out now, but and who knows how we might work with that, but
I think we have enough on our plate. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, right now, beginning next week, we're going to be doing Westworld Season 2. If you missed any of our reviews, we did all 10 episodes of the first season of Westworld. We just wrapped that up a couple days ago. Yesterday, actually.
Phoenix is on.
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Phoenix.
Welcome to the chat. You actually just caught us as we have wrapped our review. But
Yes.
feel free to hop back and check that out. But yeah, this episode, what do we give it?
I'll give it a 10. What you, sir?
I mean, I guess it's a 10. I don't know.
You don't know?
It wasn't super.
If you don't want to give it a 10,
eventful.
then don't.
I mean, I don't know how I feel about it.
You're not sure? You're still processing?
Yeah. Because to me, it wasn't like super eventful, but.
I mean, it tied up a lot of loose ends. And that was cool what happened with Eugene. And I'm glad Oceanside stood up for themselves. And, a lot of different stuff. I didn't give it a 10. It wasn't like, oh my god, it wasn't like that Westworld one we watched last night by any means, but it was still a 10.
Yeah, I'll give it a 10. It wasn't an 11. But...
and this season wasn't really an 11.
No, the season was really up and down.
This season was more like an 8 or a 9.
We got a new subscriber.
Yo, we got a subscriber.
Hey, whoever subscribed.
It was,
Oh, it was DeVasso. He was the Phoenix. But I don't know who that is. But that was DeVasso in the chat.
Oh.
Lame. Because he was like, bye. It's like, you
My
loser.
gosh.
Ah, there we go.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Renato.
Lonnie's face.
Yeah, it was on Lonnie's face.
Awesome. Thank you for the subscription.
Yeah, thank you.
Be sure to send that screenshot to unnprizes.com. Be entered to win that Nintendo Switch.
Look, there it is. He tried looking around it.
It didn't work.
No, it didn't.
So, this is not the end of Sunday night reviews. We'll be back next week for the season premiere of Westworld. Season 2 premiere of Westworld. I'm really interested to see where Season 2 of Westworld is going to go because it almost looks like it's going to have a completely different tone for the whole show. Without giving anything away, if you guys want to catch up on Season 1 this week, trust me, well worth it. But we're, right now, this week, we're going to be reviewing tomorrow night Doctor Strange. Yeah. Tuesday night, we got, I don't think we're doing anything.
Tuesday and Wednesday is gaming.
Wednesday, no. Monday night, Doctor Strange. Tuesday night, we're
It's
taking a
scary.
night off. Wednesday night.
Oh, okay. Yes,
Wednesday night, we are going to be watching Guardians of the Galaxy
Yep.
Volume 2.
Thursday
night is
UNN
UNN Live, and I did confirm with Lindsay. Congrats to Lindsay, who just got married this
Yes,
weekend.
she got married this weekend.
Yep,
Aw.
congrats. So
Yay.
if you hop in Thursday night and say hey to us.
Brittany liked us, our little Kermit thing.
That was, yeah.
That's so cute.
But yeah, if y'all hop in and check out UNN Live Thursday night at 6 p.m. Eastern, say congrats to Lindsay on her, well, either that or offer condolences.
Says the person that just got engaged. Shut up.
Har,
OMG.
Oh.
Joke's on you. You're stuck with me.
Uh-huh. But Thursday's UNN Live, and then Friday we're going to be doing the long-awaited Spider-Man Homecoming, and that's the one that everybody's been looking forward to.
Yes, I can't wait.
None of us have seen it. This is going to be the first movie, really, that we've been able to sit down and watch that nobody's seen. The only one
Yep.
out of all of them that it's going to be a brand new review.
It's gonna be like Spider-Man.
Upcoming shows you review or just Westworld?
I mean, I would like to try and start back Supernatural. That'd be nice.
Yeah. Once May hits and we don't have these Marvel movies to do, we're going to start doing some Supernatural reviews. But as far as new first run
When's
TV
the Orville
shows,
come back on?
it's going to be next year.
Oh, wow.
No!
We'll be reviewing the season premiere of The Walking Dead again before we do
For the
Orville.
Orville.
It's
Like
fucking
way
lame.
before.
Oh, man.
Like, honestly, the only thing I can really see us picking up is Fear the Walking Dead, but even that's really,
Nah, I don't think so.
yeah.
Oh, what about Black Mirror, though? Like, we could do those.
Yeah, we could do
There's
the
not
new
that
Black
many.
Mirrors.
So, I'm telling you, after that one, it gets really, really good.
Yeah, Sarah's over there kind of iffy.
The first one made me iffy.
I mean, the Black Mirror are the episodes, like, you really don't have to watch each one. You can...
But who wants to do that?
No, I'm just saying...
You're one to talk about not wanting to go in chronological order and stuff like that, mister. We gotta do all the Marvel movies before Infinity War comes out in order. So
I'm saying that more like Sarah has missed, like, the first several episodes. If she wanted to come on and do a review with us, it wouldn't be the end of the world if she were to miss a couple. She could watch them out of order if need be.
you shouldn't really recommend stuff like that. I'm just saying.
Oh, I'm just offering a friendly recommendation.
Oh, aren't you nice?
Yeah, we actually got engaged at Conuga. You can actually go back to our Conuga playlist and watch the video.
No,
It was something like, what was it, UNN? It was like the biggest show you'll ever see or something like that.
Something like that. You know, you had to be so outlandish.
Oh,
and so
yeah,
sweet.
God, yeah, I was
I
promoting the
was
crap out of it.
nervous before he even did anything. Like, I stumbled on my words in front of everybody.
You know,
He was so
everybody-
nervous. It was so funny. He was shaking when he put out the
Oh, dear
ring.
God, how I was shaking.
Which made me even more nervous and awkward.
Because you knew it was coming at a certain
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
But,
Oh, as soon as you told me the theme of the loot box, I knew it was coming.
You shouldn't have said that,
Lonnie.
Lonnie.
What was he gonna do? Here's your loot box, Amber. I mean, it was creative.
I tried.
It was.
Yep.
It was perfect. So, there you go.
All right. Well, this is it for The Walking Dead. We'll be back in October, but we're not going anywhere. As we said, Westworld's going to be next week, and then we got a ton of stuff coming up. If you jump in for just our Spoiling Dead stuff, keep in mind that we will we do all kinds of stuff. Westworld, Marvel movie reviews. We're getting ready for Infinity War. On the 26th of April, we're going to be attending the premiere and then reviewing it live on the air a little bit later that night. Just, holy crap. Well, I mean, we got a ton of stuff.
Sometimes Lonnie does post them on the page, but we can start making that a regular thing if that's where you look for them.
Yeah.
We don't always post reviews on the page.
Here's the thing. We want to draw traffic here to our YouTube channel. So, usually if we post stuff to our Facebook page it's like a week or two after we've posted it live here on YouTube. So if you want to see it live as we do it, it's here. And not everything gets posted to Facebook. Most of the time it's just, you know, I'm looking for some content to put on there, and I'm like, hey, I'll put this on, I'll put this on the Facebook page, and then there we go. So, but anyway, we're gonna go ahead and call it a night.
Yeah, let's call it a night.
We all got to get up early in the morning, work, adult, and all that good stuff. But anyway, we're gonna let Radio Cult play us out with our theme song, "Shoot the Dead." And I'm Lonnie.
I'm Amberlicious.
I'm Sarah.
And we are Untitled Nerd Network, brought to you by Infinity Flux out of Hickson, Tennessee. This has been, finally, the end of All Out War. Season 8, Episode 16 of The Walking Dead, titled Wrath. And The Spoiling Dead will return in October. We'll see everybody tomorrow night for Doctor Strange.